let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go! 60 outlaw! Got
one. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
6 guys, check 6 guys. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Get him.
Shift.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Mike 5-5. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Check.
On 3rd down, rolling. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 60 or. Give me that ball, defense. 5.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. They will find Winslow. That's complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Fielded just inside the 30. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
2nd down and inches. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Look at me. Go. Switch. Tight 3. 218. Chop. Shoot.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 20. 10. Touchdown. Jaguars. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Going long here for Wallace. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, check.
On first down, rolling, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Don't get nervous.
Check 31. Check.
Hard. Now.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Vaughn, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets them a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Rock it. Fire.
They'll run on first down. Rolling. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
With the score tied 7-7.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Go. Check out, Reed.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Come, baby. Woo! Wide. Get wide.
Get it.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
49. General West.
On 3rd and 2, Lawrence. No, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now back to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A 4-yard pickup that gets them going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down.
70, Indy. The track. Hey, Delta. 55, line 55. Hey, eat. Strip the ball. Let's go.
From the gun, Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Check safety.
Go. Ready.
Toss play, Kamara. And an alley to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
Hit it. It's going to be a long day.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Your trip is here.
Set, ready, 30 base.
I don't think you got it, son.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
2nd and 13. He's able to find Wallace. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Let's go.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready, 10-2 stop.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. A gain of 3, second down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Brings up second and 7 at the 38-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Double time, double time. Out.
Big trip.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up first and 10 at the 45. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Gonna throw right side here, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jacobs. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 31-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Here we go. Check 50, check 50. Back. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Slam. Hey, exit.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Defense wins championships, baby.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Mike Evans. As time expires in the first half, and the Jets are going to retake the lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play, and that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He'll get this one complete to Winslow. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Running with Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Topper! 57. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Now! Buzz!
57 Mike 57. On the arm.
From the gun, Lawrence. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
Ready?
Mike 55. Hey, eat. I got you.
Bravo!
I got you. You're all mine, baby.
Hey, lock it!
Watch the safety creep.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded at about the 28. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Ready, set.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
61, matchbox lights.
Check Mike 11. Check Mike.
Hey, Haywood. Get it.
2nd and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. Ready, go.
I'm coming.
Yep.
Kill.
Steve Griffin.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, this is Kamara. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
High 5.
Shoot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
Here's the Jets punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, Charlie. Rock it.
2nd and long. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the lead. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Coming to you. Bang, 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 bang. Check, bang.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd.
It'd be real interesting to take a look at this play later, because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked him down in a hurry.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Set. 60 yards. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man there. It's Wallace, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
That's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Here we go. 10-2 start. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Back to throw again. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jets will extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st down, Lawrence. He's got the first, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. The kick by Lutz is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
The Jets take over. We got this. At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays. Oh, wide open, complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Throwing on first down. Lawrence. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Check. Lucky. Hey, exit. Hey, Jack.
Throwing again on second and 10. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. All right, right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets.